You know, I'm a hospice foster and I do critical care, and I know when a dog, you know, I get hospice cases and I go, okay, I'm going to love you to the end. And I'm going to be here and I'm going to show you what love's about. She had a will to live like I had never seen. And that night when I went home after I found out she was terminal, I looked at her and I said, you're not done and I'm going to help you. And, I jumped on the computer the next day and that's when I found Hyla Farm. I knew by looking at her, she was not ready to give up. So even though I've done this for 15 years and I've seen some pretty extreme cases and had some pass on me, I just knew we couldn't let her go. We took her to the University of Missouri. Upon further examination, CAT scans, x-rays, we realized the tumor was all the way into her tongue and also her lymph nodes. So we were told at that time that there was nothing they could do. They would have to remove her tongue. Dogs' lives without a tongue is very miserable. It's force feeding and stuff. And as a rescue group, we have to remember what's humane. And that's when I jumped on the computer. And that's when I found Hyla Farm. It got about baseball size inside of her mouth. As they were doing treatments, it actually was hollowing in the middle because their goal was not really to remove the mass. We knew it was never going to go away. There was no way possible the chemo was going to take that all away. Not only that, it had eaten away her jawbone. So it was what was holding her jaw together. Our goal was just to get it out of her lymph nodes in her neck and get it away from the base of her tongue. So as the chemo kept, I would drive her down every third Friday to Kansas, get her treatment. I would leave about 6 in the morning, get back about midnight, and every time she would get it, it would start to fall out. So it literally just fell out away from her tongue. Hyla Farm said, you know what, we think she's ready for a jaw removal. Have the vets look at her. So that was the next step, is we had to biopsy and see if it came back non-cancerous. And Lisa McCormick, the director of Partners, called me and said, Mandy, she's cancer-free. And I couldn't believe it. It was incredible. But she just had, as you can see, the whole removal less than a week ago. So she's doing amazing. I've really grown attached to her, and it's going to be a hard one to adopt out, but she's already adopted. So she has a new adopter who's actually right over in that building. So he actually works here at Horseshoe Lake. So he fell in love with her. So she does. She means a lot to me. I'm just so happy she made it. So.
Hey, I was just over here sitting with you over. Hi. Hi.